Dear Diary, today we went to this place which may help me find my mom, and it was really creepy because we were heading there, and once we got to the place we decided to go in these gates, and once we got inside the gates locked, and after that there was these trees and they started attacking us, and they were very frightening, and I don't know, and it was just too scary for anyone of my friends to imagine. We destroyed the trees, but one of our members was killed in the process, and he never came back, which was horrifying. Actually everyone rejoiced, but because he was a really bad character, and we kept going, and after that we met these two statues, and I started talking to one, and they hated my mother, and I was like, how could you hate her? She is such a kind woman. And they said, one with a key, and like it was all stone, and he also had a book, and I talked to him about the book. He said it was just a fake book, and the key he threw at me, but I was better after that. And he started speaking backwards, which was really confusing. But when we finished with that, he was just so annoying. He wanted us to play cards with him. He had like, he wanted us to play cards with him, like these kinds of cards. He wanted to play Go Fish. And so we told him we do not have time to play Go Fish with you, because we are trying to find out what happened to our relatives. We are descendants of the people who were here at that party about 5 years ago, and we were worried about what happened to them, so we came here to inspect that. And so they just kept on telling us the same thing, that they didn't know anything. So we found out that by getting into the doors that were locked in this room, we had to say the S word and the F word. And so we did that, and the doors opened, and we got in the mansion that Shinaku owned. And so after that, we decided to go into some of the rooms that were there, and we were really worried because there was nobody in there, except once we first got in, the room was filled with skeletons. We looked around for any skeleton that we could have identified as one of our people, or people that we descended from, but we couldn't find anyone, which made me sad because I couldn't find my mom. And after that, we had to destroy them because they were attacking us, the skeletons. And then we went into a room that was the ballroom, and it was where Shinaku was, and we found this out because in there I found this music box, and I picked the lock and I opened it, and it looked sort of like this. I picked the lock and I opened it, and then all of a sudden when I opened it, there was this thing that was shrouded around me, and I was so scared, and all of a sudden, me and my two other companions, we were back when the night that everyone had disappeared, and we did not see my mother, but we did see Shinaku, and we went over to him, and we noticed that we started talking to him because we could make contact with him, and when he said he had to play his turn, and then he took a card and everything disappeared, which I didn't know what to do after that, because I was so worried because I wanted to find my mom. And anyways, well, after we went there, and then one of my companions took the music box with him, and I really wanted to keep it to see if we could use it in any of the other rooms, but I don't think it worked no matter what we did. But anyways, we kept going, and we found this room where there was this entity of someone's uncle, I believe. And when we went in there, oh, I forgot to mention something. Back when we were in the skeleton room, I was about to be attacked, and all of a sudden, a younger version of Shinaku appeared, because his deity was Olidimara, and he was sent to protect me, and that actually made me feel good. And after that, when we went into the room with someone's uncle in there, we found out he was like chopping his arm, and he was wearing a cook's a baking clothing, like an apron, and he was chopping things, and and one of the people in my group whom he was related to started being attacked by him, and so me and the other companion in our group went and we started fighting him, which we eventually tied him up, and then he burst into flames, which was really strange and creepy at the same time. And so once we did that, after that, we went into this room with all these mirrors, and it was scary because we saw Kratos, and like, I kicked one of the mirrors, and there were more mirrors, and then after that, we just left, and I think that's everything that happened today. I'll try to see what happened next. I'll try to remember. I'm sorry, I can't remember right now. It was just so scary. I'm sorry I have to be so secretive because I am a ninja and I can't show everyone my true identity until time is right, so I gotta go. Bye.